The plant kingdom will be divided into various divisions. The first division is division Thallophyta. Division Thallophyta includes algae because their plant body is thallus. It is not differentiated into true stem, leaf, root. That's why they are called thallus. So the division is called Thallophyta. And the next is division Bryophyta. Division Bryophyta. The members are also called amphibians of plant kingdom. Now they are called amphibians of plant kingdom because amphibian like a frog, they can live in both land as well as water. So they require water for their reproduction, sexual reproduction. In the same way, the division Bryophyta members, those plants also require water for their sexual reproduction. So that's why they are called amphibians of plant kingdom. The Bryophyta is divided into two. One is moss, other is liverwort. Now about moss. Now all the bryophyte members, they live in damp places, that is damp soil or rocks or the bark of tree. So they live in these places. Now the moss has got leaf-like structures and they are arranged around stem-like structures. The leaves are spirally arranged on these stem-like structures. We are not calling it as stem because they don't have xylem and phloem. That's why. And they also have root-like structures to fix them to the soil or the substratum. These root-like structures are called rhizoids. The plant body is called as gametophyte. It is called as gametophyte because they bear the sex organs that produce the gametes. So in case of moss, the same plant body bears both the sex organs. Like there would be an antheridium present amongst the leaves, which is a male sex organ, and there will be an archegonium that is present amongst the leaves, which is a female sex organ. Now, the male sex organ called antheridium, they have got male gametes, they are flagellate, and they are called antherozoids. Similar to sperms in case of human beings, now their male gametes are called antherozoids. And the female gamete is the egg which is present inside archegonium. Now, moss as well as the liverworts, they live in completely water area, wet areas where they receive rainfall. So as the rain falls, as there is water, the antherozoids swim through the water and goes towards the archegonium and fuse with the egg, and that results in zygote formation. So it's inside the archegonium that the zygote is formed. This zygote will develop into sporophyte. The sporophyte is divided into these parts. The part which is attached to the leaf is called as foot. And then there is seta and then capsule. foot, seta, capsule. So this part is called as sporophyte. Sporophyte. So the leafy structure, what we see, is called gametophyte, and they bear the sex organs. That is, they bear antheridium as well as archegonium. Through the water, the antherozoids from the antheridium will go to the archegonium and fuse with the egg, resulting in the formation of zygote. The zygote germinates to form the sporophyte, whose structure comprises of foot, seta, and capsule. And since it is sporophyte, it will be diploid. Sporophytes are diploid, whereas gametophytes are haploid. So the part of this moss which is independent and derives its nourishment is haploid, that is, it's the gametophyte. Sporophyte is present, but it is dependent on the gametophyte. And the sporophyte inside the capsule produces spores. So there are spores present inside the capsule. These spores are haploid. Spores are haploid, and they became haploid as a result of division called meiosis. So sporophyte is diploid, and the spores are produced inside the capsule after meiosis. Because it is after meiosis, which is a reduction division, the spores will be haploid. These haploid spores, when they fall on a suitable substratum where it is wet, then they germinate to form a creepy structure with rhizoids. This creeping structure is called protonema. Later, protonema will develop the leafy gametophyte, and the life cycle continues. So this is how moss reproduce. And one example of moss is Funaria. Now coming to the liverworts. Liverwort is other type of bryophyte. Liverwort's structure is comparatively similar to a liver. That is why they are called liverworts. Now liverworts, their sex organs are present on separate thallus. So they too have rhizoids to fix them to the soil. And there is a male thallus which bears male sex organ, and that is called as antheridium. And the female thallus bears female sex organ, which is called as archegonium. Now inside the archegonium there will be egg. Egg is present inside the archegonium. And inside the antheridium there are the male gametes, which is called as antherozoids. And liverworts also require plenty of water for its fertilization. So as a result of the water, the antherozoids will swim towards the archegonium and fuses with the egg that is present inside archegonium. Later, the archegonium, the tip, will turn out to be the sporophyte. So this part that was previously archegoniophore, or the one which bears the archegonium, they will become the sporophyte. So they will be called as sporophyte after fertilization. So when they become the sporophyte, there are plenty of spores present inside the capsule part, which falls on the suitable substratum and they will germinate to form another mercantia. So the mercantia can be either male thallus or female thallus. Apart from that, the mercantia also can reproduce asexually. If they are reproducing asexually, then they reproduce through gemma cups. Asexual reproduction is through gemma cups. Gemma cups are present inside the thallus. They're present inside the thallus and they can come out of this thallus, and in damp soil the gemma can germinate to form the individual mercantia. So liverwort one example is mercantia. So in mercantia you can see the sexes are separate. There is a male thallus. Here there is a male thallus and then there is a female. The division Bryophyta involves moss as well as liverworts. Now this is the moss. This is how moss looks like. It looks like green carpet present on the damp soil or wet areas. And then this is how the moss gametophyte structure is. So they have the main plant body that is haploid, and this much is called as gametophyte, which consists of stem-like structure, leaf-like structures, and root-like structures that is called rhizoids. And these leaf-like structures will have inside it antheridium and archegonium. After the fusion of the gametes, the zygote will germinate to form sporophyte, which has a structure foot, seta, and capsule. Inside the capsule, there will be haploid spores that later germinates to form the protonema stage. And this is how the capsules look like. These are leafy stages. What we see here, they are leaves, and on top of that, what is seen here, they are called capsules in which the spores are present. This is mercantia. So you can see they are like liver, shaped like liver. They are also found in damp places. Now in mercantia, we can see here these are archegonium, which are female gametophytes, and this is how an antheridium looks like. So archegonium is found in the female thallus, whereas antheridium is found inside the male thallus. Since they bear the gametes, the archegonium is called female gametophyte. That is, the female thallus is called female gametophyte. And if the male thallus is having this antheridium, that's why the male thallus is called male gametophyte. Now this is inside the deeper part. Archegonium is present with egg, and antheridium has inside the sperms or antherozoids. So we can see the sexes are separate in case of mercantia, where there is a female thallus with archegoniophore and archegonium present here, and there's a male thallus with antheridiophore with the male sex organ. Both of them has got gemma cups too if they want to reproduce asexually. This is the mercantia. They are sporophyte. That is after the antherozoids. Now from here, from the antheridiophore, if the antherozoids fuses with the archegonium egg, then this archegoniophore will become the sporophyte. So at that time, when they become the sporophyte, how they look like, that picture is given here. This is how they look like. So in case of the mercantia, what sporophyte is present, it looks like this. The zygote develops into the sporophyte. So inside the sporophyte, there are lots of spores that, if germinates, they will become an individual adult mercantia. This is the gemma cup. These gemma cup, when they detach from the thallus, they fall on the damp soil, they can germinate to form another mercantia.